Right.
I unable to see your screen.
1 second, I'm gonna save. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then additionally, as roly-polies dash plant material, they excrete waste that is rich in nitrogen, an essential nutrient for plant growth. Huh. If they eat the plant material, what happens? Which
Plant will
option is
die.
easy? Oh, no, 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 no.
Mm. So
Please observe
regarding the
the
bug.
whole sentence.
Mm.
Please start reading the sentence, buddy, from here, additionally. From additionally to plant growth.
Okay. Garden plants additionally.
You can read it out. The related sentence can be read out.
Okay. Additionally, as roly polies, it can digest plant material.
Yes, yes. So because to excrete, they must digest the material, no? They have
Mm,
to
mm,
digest the material. Next. There will be clear clues provided in the same sentence or in the just before sentence or in the surroundings. You should be
mm.
able to detect and come up with the right option. Okay?
Okay.
Right. How about this? Similarly,
Okay. The
read the whole
excavation.
sentence.
Mm. This naturally recycling of nutrients ensures a continuous supply of essential elements for the garden ecosystem, hence encouraging a healthy population of roly-poly bugs in the garden can enhance composting efforts and contribute to the overall of the garden environment. So, of the garden environment, overall vitality of the garden environment,
Yes, vitality. Vitality
vitality.
means energy.
Okay. Mm.
Okay. So this is how you're gonna see the reading, one of the question types of reading,
Mm.
right? Fill in the blanks. This is fill in the blanks kind of questions.
Mm.
Let's submit.
Okay. So on.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
We have lost one. That is mistaken.
Mistaken. Okay.
Okay. Basically, it is actually a phrase. Oh,
Okay.
oh, oh. I actually reported it. He has recovered it. Okay. So whenever you include any phrase in between commas, that should contain the V3 form only. Uh,
Okay.
for example, the electricity
Okay.
generated in India is far more than that in adjoining countries. The generated is not at all V2. That is actually V3. You must go with V3 only whenever you want to use such verbs as a part of phrases. Please observe this phrase has been kept in between commas. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Right.
Mm.
So there is no necessity of had or have whenever you use V3 as a part of phrases.
Okay.
Okay? So even you remove this phrase, the rest of the sentence is going to be meaningful and making this phrase an additional information. The phrase which has been kept in between comma, this is the comma, and here we can also see another comma, right?
Mm.
So generally, a phrase can be kept in between commas in the middle of the sentence, which you can remove it. That won't disturb the organization or the meaning of the sentence. For example, please observe. These small terrestrial crustaceans are distinguished by. So this is plural are distinguished. Even you remove this phrase, the meaning of the sentence is cool and the organization is also cool, right?
Okay. Mm.
Right. So whenever you want to include the phrase in between commas as in the middle of a sentence, that should contain V3 form of the verb. Okay,
Okay.
without has or have or had. Clear? So except this, we got
Okay.
all
Mm.
right. V2 must be with the subject. There is no subject for this. Can you see any subject for mistook? Who mistook? No.
No.
Taken. Often mistaken means people generally mistake. People generally mistook, for
Mm.
instance. Okay. Yeah. Is it clear?
Yeah. Okay. So,
Shall we move on to next?
yeah. So, do we have any particular time for this fill in the blanks?
There will be, there will definitely be at least, I'll show you. For entire reading, you will have standard time 39 minutes to 51 minutes or something.
Okay,
So you
for
should be
reading.
able to finish them.
Mm.
You don't have any specific time. You should be able to finish as soon as you can. Because if you spend much more time on a single question, the number of
Mm.
questions, the time goes on moving, right?
Mm.
So the number of questions you will see in the reading module going to be reduced.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yeah, correct.
So you should be able to finish each of the question as soon as you can. Okay.
Time will be wasted there.
So there is no specific individual timing given for each of the reading
Mm.
questions. We have overall time for
Okay.
reading.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's move on to next.
So, how many will be there? Fill in the blanks?
You will see at least three to four question types.
Oh,
Three to
three to
four
four.
questions. Three to four multiple. Fill in the blanks questions.
Fill in the
I have even
blanks.
shared the snap. No, 1 second.
Mm.
Some students may get more questions, but some students get only few. Drop down six in number. Six questions. You will see six questions like this, not
Mm.
three to four. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So, six
So you
fill
should
in
be
the
able to.
blanks.
Uh, so this sort of questionnaires are going to be seen six in number in your real examination. So you should be able to finish
Mm.
as soon as you can. Okay.
Okay.
Reading lasts only 30 minutes. So whole we have 11, 14, 16, 18. Hmm. So you should be able to finish within 1 minute. Each question must be finished within 1 minute because you are gonna see only, you're gonna see six questions, but the time given is only 30 minutes. Sometimes it is going to be extended if the number of questions vary. Okay. Priyanka, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Please finish this.
Mm.
Which option is correct?
Adding, just a second. Wikipedia crafted by ordinary folks like Diana, who's and extensively involved in democratization of information, the guidelines occasionally allow personally to seek through and like the port mobile. Adding adding mass to entries.
Mass. What do you mean by mass here? Volume, weight, adding
Uh,
weight to entries or volume to entries, adding value to entries.
Or adding essence to entries.
So the guidelines, while stringent, while strict, they are strict guidelines. Sometimes allow personality to seek through, personality to include it, the content whatever you want to include. Sometimes your your attitude can also be included to um, the content whatever you see on Wikipedia whenever you want to include any new content. Okay,
Mm,
adding if
mm.
you include your attitude, your feelings along with your content, that's actually adds flavor. If you go
Oh,
with any other mass means adding quantity,
quantity, value. Mm.
adding volume, adding weight to entries. That is not necessary. Your personality, your character can also be included to the
But
Wikipedia
here,
content.
can we use flavor because that is for food items or something? I
It
thought.
can give you a taste actually, adding taste to entries, adding
Mhm.
emotion to entries, a kind of emotion to entries,
Okay.
right? So that emotion, the meaning emotion can be gained by the flavor. Let's see. So essence can also work well, but essence is most important information. But adding personality is not at all a most important part of any content. Its
Mm-hmm.
meaning, the content meaning is most important. The emotion
Okay.
is not at all important to it, right?
Okay.
Essence gives
Okay.
the
Mm-hmm.
meaning is important part. So we don't need it. Mass doesn't
Mm-hmm.
fit to it. Heritage is, beyond the content, beyond the context.
Yeah,
Clear?
heritage. Yeah.
Yes.
However,
Please read
Wikipedia
the
is
rest of the
not
information
without
and tell me which option is correct.
imperfections. Mm. Misinformation, through often short-lived thanks to vigilant editors, can sometimes persist. Yet it's remarkable that studies have found it to be more accurate than traditional encyclopedias like Britannica. This speaks volume about the collective efforts of its contributors to maintain the integrity of this vast knowledge base.
Yes. Vast knowledge base. That would be the
Mm,
right word. Knowledge
mm,
foundation. You know, knowledge base is the right
mm.
word.
It's a living document constantly evolving with contributions from
One second, I haven't shown the options.
contributions from contributions from around the globe or
Yes. Around the
from
globe or across the globe.
yeah whether it's a minor edit or combating misinformation, every contribution enriches this knowledge repository. Debates over minutia. What is this over? It's this
That
minute
might
or
be a topic. That might be a kind of topic that was included
okay,
to Wikipedia.
okay. Like the capitalization in Star Trek Into Darkness might seem trivial, but reflect the mm, deep deep observation invested, or deep
Country
intrigue,
you mentioned, deep
deep
care.
care, deep care invested.
Hmm. In preserving knowledge integrity. Knowledge integrity is being preserved, right? Is being
Debates over
preserved. I mean,
minutia
kept,
like the
protected.
capitalization in Star Trek Into Darkness might seem trivial, but reflect the deep care invested in preserving
Deep
knowledge integrity.
observation can also fit well,
Deep
but preserving the knowledge
observation.
integrity,
Mm-mm.
it's a kind of care. Preserving knowledge integrity is a kind of care. Care invested in. Observation invested in, there won't be observation invested. Yeah, care
Mm.
invested. Let's see.
Care
You should
invested.
see that's it
Okay.
now. Now
In
let's see what
preserving knowledge and diversity. Wikipedia, it's not just about qualifying the facts or
qualifying means. What do you
not
mean
just
by
about noting the fact,
compiling? Compiling means collecting the fact.
compiling.
Prevailing means existing.
Okay. About just
Exist,
compiling. Okay. Mm,
collecting. Prevailing can also work well, but
mm.
Wikipedia is not
Compiling
just
fact,
about compiling facts. It's about curating history in real time. Curating means checking out a collective endeavor that's
checking
both
out.
fascinating. Uh,
Mm.
Curating
Okay. Curating.
endeavor that's both fascinating and crucial in an era of information overload. Compiling or
Mm.
prevailing facts. Okay, these are so with these options, the overall paragraph is really meaningful. Let's see what are the options he picks. Yeah, all are correct. Okay,
Yeah.
and
So
this is how you should be able to do.
they will be zero. Mm.
Next, shall we move on to next?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow the things well?
Yeah.
So if the teacher solves the real questions on screen,
Mm.
the students can understand how different questions should be approached, should be handled, what are the things necessary, you know, to work on to handle the questions this way. It gives
Mm.
a
Mm.
lot of things necessary for the students. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, go on.
Okay. The three body problem is one of the oldest and most challenging puzzles in physics. The three body problem is one of the oldest and most challenging puzzles in physics. Uh,
Read the complete sentence.
to the 17th century. Uh, ruling out to the 17th century?
There won't be ruling out. Ruling out means dismissing from the consideration. So this
Okay.
overall meaning is three body problem is actually from 17th century, can be seen from 17th century. So that is actually dating back since the 17th
Mhm.
century. You can see that particular problem since the 17th century, dating back.
Is one of the oldest and most challenging puzzles in physics, dating back to the 17th century. Okay. How can we know this option is perfect option?
Dating back to. So you should be able to estimate its overall sense. Overall sense is this is actually from 17th century. It's actually from the
Mm.
17th century date.
Mm.
This can be seen, this can be observed since 17th century. This can be observed from the date 17th century. And I have a preposition to running across to. You never see running along with to the 17th century. Taking off to the no, you never see taking off to the problem with to. Running
Mm.
out to, ruling out something, ruling out. You never see to immediately after that. So it must be
Okay.
date back to. To is
Okay.
something which definitely helps you to pick the right one, like dating back.
Mm.
Pick the other one.
Okay. It involves determining the motion of three bodies that interact with each other through gravity or other forces, such as the Earth and the Moon and the Sun. Uh, the problem is closely difficult to solve.
Somehow notoriously difficult, much more difficult. Implicitly means indirectly. Closely
In
difficult,
the
you never say closely difficult. What is meant by
okay.
closely difficult? Notoriously difficult, much more difficult,
Hmm.
badly difficult.
Okay. Notoriously difficult to solve, as even small changes in the initial conditions can lead to unpredictable and chaotic behavior. To test
Chaotic,
the flux, mm, chaotic, chaotic,
chaotic,
chaotic.
chaotic.
Okay.
Chaotic.
Oh, mm. Chaotic means?
Chaotic means ఏమంటాం disorganized, turmoil, mess, a kind of mess
Uh,
behavior.
okay. To test the flux theory, the researchers conducted computer simulation tracking millions of scattering events in three body systems. So the researchers conducted extensive,
Yes. Why not? Extensive would
exten-
be better, no? Not expensive. Expensive is costly, no. Expanded,
costly,
no.
expanded,
Exclusive
no.
computer simulation. Either it should be extensive or exclusive, but millions of scattering events, no? So extensive would be best fit. Exclusive
Mm,
means solely for that.
particular thing.
Mhm.
They were able to measure the chaotic emissivity function and compare it with the flux based prediction for the chaotic outcome distribution. The results showed a remarkable agreement with an accuracy of 6% across the entire two-dimensional space of variables.
Variables seen, variables deducted.
Variables, variables. The results showed a remarkable agreement with an accuracy of 6% across the entire two-dimensional space of variables detected. Proposed
The
over
accuracy of
the
6% across the entire two-dimensional space variables examined
so ikkada percentage he mentioned percentage, so that's why it may be deducted.
with an accuracy of 6% across the entire two-dimensional space of variables deducted.
Yeah, I'm thinking that is deducted.
I feel it must be examined, but as you said, let's learn from the mistakes. I feel that must be examined, but let's go with
Uh-huh.
deducted.
Okay. The flux based theory represents a significant advancement in chaos theory as it offers a more efficient, precise method for calculating chaotic outcome distributions in three body systems. The theory can also pave the way for further research and discovery uh, in the survey of physics,
No, no, no. Field of physics. Can you see field?
field, no,
No. Equivalent meaning
region, margin.
is
Is
equivalent
that
to field. It
is
is
that real?
equivalent to field. Realm. Realm of physics. Realm means field only.
Uh-huh.
So I have a
Okay.
doubt with deducted, but let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. You lost it. I said examine, no?
Examined. Yeah.
Ah, they have
Okay.
examined, no? All the things. Even 6%, that's not at all deducted.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? You
Dating
can
back
recheck all
naturally
those questions.
expensive.
You can recheck all the questions once again once the class is done, later on. Okay. Please recheck.
Okay.
I started from middle. I'll show you where I have started. Roly poly.
Mm.
11:40. I have started from 11:40. Okay.
1143. Okay.
So you can open this particular APU. You can download APUNI app and open, fill in the blanks reading questionnaire
Mm. Mm.
43.
Okay.
And check all these questions once again.
Mm. Okay. So a new study has revealed the presence of water molecules on the surface of two asteroids in the main belt between Mars and Jupiter. This discovery challenges the uh, previous assumption.
This story challenges previous assumption, previous process that these asteroids were completely dry and could explain the origin and distribution of water in.
That these asteroids were
Sirius
completed
against
by
Sun,
dry
and
and
these
could
asteroids are
explain the
completely dry.
origin and
Uh-huh.
distribution of water
Against the Sun.
in our solar system. The study published in the Planetary Science Journal used data from the Sophia Airborne
Telescope is singular,
telescope
no?
weather detected water signatures on Iris and Marcellia. Uh,
Detected
weather,
water's signatures on
were
iris and
detected. Okay.
telescope. Where detected? Where? Which is detected? No, telescope
Which detected? Which
detected.
detected?
Tele- uh, which is
Okay,
actually
which
this telescope.
detected? Yeah, telescope which detected water signatures on Iris and Marcellia. Two silicate-rich asteroids. The amount of water was uh, the amount of water was rational, or
Rational
the
to
amount
or
of
comparable to.
comparable. The amount of water was
The particular
comparable
water is
to the found on
to
the lunar surface by the same telescope in 2020. Okay, the
even a
amount of
lunar
water was
surface,
comparable.
comparable to the to
Comparable.
that is to the water found on the lunar.
Found
That
on the
stands for
lunar
water again.
surface by the same telescope in 2020. Okay. The finding of water the finding of water on these asteroids suggests that they formed far enough from the sun to avoid losing their way water due to heat. It also supports the theory that asteroids may have allocated to water. The asteroids may have discovered water on the other elements to early Earth through impacts. Okay. The finding of water
The
on this asteroid suggests that
supports
they
the theory
formed
that asteroids may have reduced water and other elements to early Earth through impacts. Delivered water. Asteroids may have delivered water and other elements to early Earth. Delivered to
may have delivered water. Okay.
or
May have
allocated can
delivered
also go
water.
to
May have allocated water and other
water and other
elements
elements to early Earth through impacts.
earlier
Allocated
through
keyword both can
impacts.
give the meaning, but allocated would be better. Delivered. I feel allocated would be best fit, but delivered is something water can deliver to somewhere, right? Right? Delivered would be more meaningful.
Okay. Yeah, delivered water.
But
Uh,
allocate always go with the two.
mm,
So allocate would be better, but let's see what are his options. Okay.
mm,
All are correct. Delivered. So he has
okay.
just gone with the meaning. Water delivered to
Mm,
some places or something, right? Yeah.
mm,
Clear?
mm,
You have to recheck all these questions once again. You have to reattempt all these questions once again on your own. Later on.
mm, okay.
Which option is correct?
You all have those days when nothing seems to go right. You oversleep, miss your train, spill coffee on your shirt, and face one obstacle after other.
One after other. One obstacle after other.
After other. Yeah. You feel like the universe is conspiring against you and you wonder why you are so unlucky. But don't despair. There are always bounce back from a bad day and uh and turn your luck around. The first step is to acknowledge the embrace the reality of your situation or without resisting or
Denying it.
denying. Yeah, I thought denying
Resisting or
it.
denying.
Okay. Mm.
Acknowledge, embrace. Agreeing and embracing. Resisting or denying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, opposite ones. Mm. Accepting your feelings and emotions can reduce your stress and suffering and help you move on. The next step is to examine what went wrong and focus on what you can change and control, and take proactive steps to prevent or mitigate future problems. The final step is to adapt yourself or treat
Adapt.
yourself.
Adapt means
Treat
adjust.
your. The final
Adapt
step
means
is
adjust.
to treat yourself with kindness and compassion, or adapt. Correct. The final step is to adapt yourself with kindness and compassion. Okay.
Adapt for the
So
situation. Generally, adapt always go with situations. But here we have treat
treat
yourself.
yourself, yeah. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Do something that makes okay done. Let's
Let's
submit
see.
and see. Yeah. Okay.
One after
It's
another.
another after another.
After
Okay.
another. No, no. After another. Yeah.
Okay.
Please
Only
remember
one.
the phrase is
Read
one
it.
after another. It's not one after the other.
Okay. One
It depends on
obstacle after another. Okay.
clear.
Yeah. This is easy one. Okay. A federal government system is a form of political organization in which power is divided between a central authority and constituent political units such as states or provinces. This system allows for a balance of power, enabling the central government to uh, already enable is there. So enabling the central government to handle national level responsibility
Hmm.
foreign policy, and the monetary regulation. Uh, the smaller units manage more localized affairs. Monetary regulations and monetary regulation to the smaller to to the smaller
Is
units
it
manage
though?
more
I
to
thought like it's true. True. No, 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 no.
no THOUGH, that is
Though.
though.
Okay.
So they are doing this though the smaller units manage more
Though is not
localized
wrong.
affairs.
Though is
Not
not
like
at
that.
correct.
Okay. Regulation due to the smaller units.
No, no, no. I'm checking. One second.
mm, National level responsibilities like defense,
So due to the smaller units, while the smaller units manage, while would be better. While means at the particular time. Meanwhile,
okay,
while the
while
smaller
the
units
smaller
manage local
unit.
affairs, okay.
mm, While the smaller units manage more localized affairs such as education, transportation, and public health, the division of power constitutionally established, ensuring that each level of government has a degree of Uh,
Independence.
degree of
Independence.
independence, autonomy.
Yes.
Okay.
Degree of independence, degree of control, which is really equal as autonomy. That's
Okay. And can make decisions with its jurisdiction. This setup aims to combine the strengths of a unified nation with the flexibility and cultural responsiveness of more localized governance, allowing for diverse regions within a country to maintain a degree of self rule while contributing to the unity. Okay. To the superficial unity.
no, overall unity. Superficial means, surface unity, not fully unity.
Okay.
Overall unity. Function of the nation, overall nation. Okay,
Okay.
all correct. So don't forget to work working on these questions once again,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
We will do another couple of questions and we will close for today. Please finish diagnostic test for today, and tomorrow we will discuss the templates. Okay.
Okay, sir. Unlike traditional dog trainers, Alice Thompson doesn't believe in dominance or punishment. Instead, she uses empathetic communication to understand and uh, address the root of a dog's behavioral issue, or address the address the tip, address the goal.
Right. Unlike
Address.
traditional dog trainers, Alice Thompson doesn't believe in dominance or punishment. Instead, she uses empathetic communication to understand and address the goal of dog's behavioral issues. Root of
Root.
address the
Okay. Mm. Okay. Address the root of a
right.
dog's behavioral issue, affectionately known as the dog whisper down under. She traverses Australia, aiding families grappling with anxious pups, destructive chews, and even aggressive canines. Dogs aren't
Dogs are not
uh,
basically bad.
basically.
Dogs are not actually bad. Actually, or basically would be suitable. What are the other words given in the options, giving same sense like actually or basically?
So actually are basically external. Inherently,
Yes. Inherently means naturally.
naturally. Yeah. She points out they simply lack the ability to effectively
Communicate.
communicating
Communicate.
communicate. Okay.
Verb. Simple verb is necessary here.
Effectively communicate their needs through her calm, assertive demeanor and keen observation skills. Allies, allies
Alice
reveals
builds trust.
the trust or convinces builds.
Builds the
Okay.
trust. Trust is generally built.
Builds the trust with the dogs, teaching them alternative behavior through positive reinforcement. Her success stories have garnered a devoting following, solidifying the notion that understanding, not force, is the key to unlocking a dog.
Yes. Dogs full potential. So
Dog food
these
potential.
vocabulary are making this paragraph so meaningful. Let's see whether they are correct or not. All are correct.
Okay, all are correct. Enveloped by the azure waters of the Pacific Ocean lies Tuvalu, a nation of 9 Polynesian islands. Polynesian islands. Adversary. Okay.
Adversary, formidable adversary. Formidable means, um, and formidable means strong. Formidable means easy, not that strong.
Okay. So Polynesian islands are confronting a formidable adversary, or enveloped by the azure waters of the Pacific Ocean lies Tuvalu, a nation of 9 Polynesian islands.
Yeah, actually, formidable means strong.
Strong.
Hmm. I
Okay.
thought informidable is strong, but formidable itself is strong. Large.
So is that confronting a formidable adversary, or
Okay, let's see. Enveloped by the azure waters of Pacific Ocean lies Tuvalu, a nation 9 islands. Yeah, confronting, facing. Confronting means facing. Water crisis. Is
okay.
it about the water crisis?
Rising sea levels at this
Uh-huh.
diminutive island nation doesn't merely brace itself for the worst, it charts a course towards a sustainable future. Their ambitious plan prioritizes renewable energy sources like solar, wind power,
Yes.
yeah, solar wind power, minimizing dependence on fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. Uh, is that additionally? Additionally,
Yes.
they act. No.
They actively, again positive, no? Before sentence is
Uh,
also giving some positive
additionally,
things.
they actively. So, additionally will not come. Is that correct? Additionally?
Additional is the one, same. Before
Okay.
additionally, the ideas are giving, these are the things to protect their Tuvalu state. Even after additionally, they are the things to protect the Tuvalu state. They actively conserve their environment. Ambitious plan provides renewable energy sources. This is also preserving the environment. Renewable energy sources. Prioritizing renewable energy sources is also conserving the environment, right?
Okay.
So before and after they are similar in sense. In between, you have to go with additionally or furthermore or on top of
Mm.
that. So additionally is the
Mm.
best.
Deli-
Next.
okay. They actively conserve their environment, safeguarding their delicate coral reefs and mangroves. Despite its size, Tuvalu is potent voice on the international stage, advocating for climate action and climate action and practices. Okay, climate
Inspiring
action
other nations to do the same.
and inspiring. Okay,
Motivating other nations also to embrace, to welcome sustainable practices, what Tuvalu is actually following.
their narrative exemplifies how, however,
How even small nations, how even
okay,
small nations can make a significant impact in tackling global challenges. Okay,
okay, demonstrating that collective
let's take
action.
whole
Okay,
paragraph once again, and then I'll tell you.
okay, involved enveloped by the azure waters of the Pacific Oceans, like Tuvalu, a nation of 9 islands confronting a formidable adversary, rising sea levels at this diminutive island National doesn't merely brace itself for the worst, it charts a course towards a sustainable future. Their ambitious plan prioritizes renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, minimizing dependence on fossil fuels. Additionally, they actively conserve their environment, safeguarding their delicate coral reefs and mangrove. Despite its success, Tuvalu is potent voice on the international stage advocating for climate action and inspiring other nations to embrace sustainable practices. Their narrative exemplifies how even small nations can make a significant impact in tackling global challenges, demonstrating that collective action and innovative solutions can pave the way for a brighter future.
Okay,
Yeah,
all correct.
all correct.
So we still have 5 minutes. Let's finish another two questions. We will close. Then we will close. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Native Australians. Okay. Native Australians
Commonly referred
commonly.
to as Aboriginal
Yes.
Native Australians.
Australians have rich and diverse culture that dates back over 65,000 years, making them one of the oldest continuous cultures on Earth. They comprise various groups, each with its own language, traditions, and territories, ranging from the Torres Strait Islanders of the islands between Australia and New Guinea to the many ab- Aboriginal groups throughout the Australian mainland. Although although European settlement in the late 18th century,
Although
although or
always
rather than,
although always go with a phrase. No, always go with a clause, not with a phrase. The European
okay,
settlement in late 19th century means it's a phrase. It's not a clause. So although is wrong. Before
okay,
European settlements in the 18th century, Aboriginals are lived. Yeah, before would be better.
before, okay,
Before European settlement in the late 18th century, Aboriginal Australians lived as hunter-gatherers with a complex social structure or social structure.
social structure,
Right?
okay, and the
Mm.
spirit and the spiritual beliefs deeply connected to the land which they consider scared. This knowledge of the environment reflected in practices such as parasitic farming and the creation of complex fish traps demonstrates an intricate understanding of ecology and sustainable living. Despite the profound impact of colonization, including deforestation, disease, and cultural disruption, Aboriginal Australians have preserved.
Despite the profound impact of colonialization, including dispossession, due to all these problems, Aboriginal Australians have protected a vast area of they still follow cultural practices, languages, ceremonies, actively contributing to Australian society, tirelessly educating education. Okay, so let's submit it. Please check overall meaning once again and then I'll tell you.
Okay. 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 Submit and see. So, toast.
Whole correct.
Okay.
Okay, this is the last question for the session. Today's session, please.
Okay. One of the most famous misunderstandings in history is the sale of Manhattan in 1626. Peter Minute, a representative of Dutch West India Company, is traditionally said to have bought Manhattan from the native Lenape people for trinkets and beads worth about 60 guilders, which has often been mistakenly valued at a mere $24 in modern currency, or mistakenly
Hmm.
yeah, mistakenly
Take any value date. Okay, let's see.
yeah, this narrative has been widely propagated as a symbol of the naivete of indigenous peoples and the cunning of European colonizers. However, recent scholarship suggests this as a okay. Recent scholarship suggests this account oversimplifies a complex interaction.
Hmm.
Okay.
Account means evidence,
The
record.
the the Lenape likely had a fundamentally different concept of land used and stewardship. Not only
Not
not only
viewing.
viewed. Uh-huh.
Not as viewing. Not okay. We have as here. Ownership as understood by Europeans. We have as understood. No, there must be as viewed as understood. Not as
uh,
viewed the exchange. Oh, not as
as
viewed the exchange as a transfer of particular
as a
ownership.
transfer position. Why? Okay. Not as viewed.
Don't want these many as actually. Not
Not only
viewing
view,
the exchange as transfer of particular ownership as understood.
not viewing. Okay. Not
Likely had a fundamentally different concept of land use and stewardship. Not viewing the exchange as a transfer of particular ownership as understood by. Now it is cool, no? Not viewing. Right to
okay.
share the land or
As
is
a right to share the land or a uh,
peer
mutual
agreement or
agreement.
agreement or
Uh,
let's see whether they are wrong. We will work on it again tomorrow.
Mutual agreement for use additional. Yeah, all are correct.
Okay.
Okay, done.
In fact, I have started this session 2 o'clock, but
Mm,
you joined late.
mm.
No issues. Please try to join on time from tomorrow onwards.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
So please try to finish the mock test, I mean diagnostic test for tomorrow's class. So if
Mm,
once you finish the mock test, then I'll start discussing the templates. Okay.
okay, sir.
Please mark your attendance in the group. Okay, Priya, you can exit the session now.
Thank you, sir.
Meet tomorrow same time.